is a demo of Cisco Cloud Native Application Observability trace to logs correlation feature. The screen that you see right now is the observe landing page, where you can see all the applications that have been instrumented and their entities appear on the screen. So we can see the APM entities, the Kubernetes entities, and the infrastructure entities showing up. As an application developer, I want to understand why the health of certain entities is showing in red. Let's take a look at something that's happened recently. Let me change the time range to 6 hours. We can see there are 6 business transactions showing in red. Let's click on this. As I clicked on this, you can see that there are 5 business transactions that are critical in health, while there's one showing in warning. The business transaction of interest to me is the add to cart, which is most critical to me. And I can see that the average response time is suddenly spiked on this business transaction. Let's see what's happening here. As you can see that there's a health violation showing up for this business transaction as well. And the add to cart response time is in critical state. As I click on this, I can see that the average response time has been higher than the baseline or the threshold that has been set, which is 300. I see that it has been deviating a lot. As you can see, the peak is 18K, whereas it should be 300. We can also see the details of the violations on the left panel. You can see this is in critical state. Let's find out what's happening here, why the average response time is higher. To do that, let's look at the related traces for this business transaction. As I click on the related traces, for the last 6 hours, let's look at the ones with the highest errors. I see that this one popped up on top. Let's look at this, which happened recently. I can see that there's this trace ID associated with it. It is coming from the entry service, ecom commerce blue service, and this is the entry endpoint. Let's look at this trace in detail. As I click on this trace, I can see that this is e-commerce blue service and there are 23 spans associated with this trace. Let's group this and find out where the issue is happening in terms of the spans. As I group this by span, I can see the flow of the spans. And you can see that as the user goes to add to cart, going towards add item to cart, the cart repository, and I can see that there is some issue happening at transact commit, which is causing an issue with the insert on add item to cart. Let's look at what's happening here at transaction commit. Once I click on it, I can see it also gets selected in the span list over here. So in the span flow, you can either select it from here or you can actually select it from the flow map. Once I select this, I can see that the span status is showing an error. And I can also see there are some associated logs with it. Let's look at what's happening by looking at the associated logs. Once I click on it, I can see only one record that's showing up in error. Let's click on this and see to wrap it. Once I click on this, I see that there is a duplicate entry for 207819, that's causing a SQL exception. That there is our smoking gun, and that's what we were trying to find. In just a matter of few clicks, we were able to get to the root cause. Now, if I am the developer, I can go ahead and resolve this issue at my end if I have the access, or I can always share this with my team who looks at the databases, or download this log to share it with the team looking at the incident response. This here concludes the demo. Thank you.